Chapter 13, Unit 1, A Date at the Seaside, Part 1. Section A3. Now listen to the story.
It was a warm afternoon at the seaside in Koh Kong. In the distance, waves were crashing on some rocks. On the beach, children played happily, digging for shells in the sand or swimming in the sea. Occasionally, fishermen launched their boats and set off to catch fish. Under a big tree, Jantar stood quietly and looked out to sea. Every now and then she looked round, as if she was waiting for someone. Suddenly, two hands came from behind Jantar and covered her eyes. She felt them and, as she turned round, cried, "It must be you, my dear." And there, in front of her, stood a tall man. "How did you know it was me, my love?" laughed Soporn. "I knew it was you, because your hands press so softly," answered Jantar. "I'm used to feeling your hands, especially when you surprise me." "I hope you haven't been waiting long?" Soporn asked. "About half an hour," Jantar replied. "Someone must have delayed you. Who was it?" "Oh dear, I must have made Jantar feel jealous," Soporn thought to himself. "Oh, I'm sorry, darling, but don't worry," he replied. "You know my mother's getting old and can't carry the heavy vegetables that she sells on her stall, so before I came here I had to help her." They continued their conversation as they walked along the beach towards the children. Up in the sky the seabirds were flying. Sometimes they flew down to the water below to catch their food before flying up again and away. "Look at those children, darling," said Soporn. "They look so happy in the sea. I wonder how they can have so much confidence in the water when they're so young." Jantar smiled. "It's like the way I feel whenever you are by me," she replied. Chapter 13, Unit 3, A Mother Worries. Section A1. Now listen to the dialogue.
"Where did you go this afternoon, Jantar?"
To the beach, Father.
"By yourself?"
Yes,
"You mustn't go by yourself, dear."
but I wasn't alone, Father. The beaches which I visit always have lots of people on them.
"Yes, but your mother was concerned. She didn't know where you'd gone, or who you were with."
I've told her that people who worry all the time just make themselves ill. I've tried to explain to her that I'm old enough now to take care of myself."
"I know, dear, but you mustn't be careless and go out without telling somebody. Why couldn't you tell your mother you were going to the beach?"
Because she wasn't there. And she won't be with me when I'm in Phnom Penh either.
"That's mainly why she doesn't want you to go there."
Whatever place I'm in, she's going to worry about me.
"I know. That's why I told her that Mr. Kun Narit will take care of you while you're in Phnom Penh."
Is he the owner of the house where I'll be staying?
"Yes. He's also the manager of an important hotel, so I think he must be a very responsible person."
That must please Mother.
"Not really. Sometimes I think trying to please her is like rowing against the tide. You row, but you don't seem to get anywhere. Mothers who are easygoing aren't responsible, she always says."